and welcome to Sound Bites. I'm your host, Holly Whitfield from the Daily Memphian. I am here with Amy Lawrence and Justin Fox Burks. They are food photographers, food stylists, cookbook authors, creators, and much more. They have 4 vegetarian recipe collections in books, which they have put together as husband and wife team, plus many years of amazing food photography. We got a lot to talk about. Welcome, Amy and Justin. Thank you so much.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us on.
This is going to be really fun. This is Sound Bites, the podcast. It's the Daily Memphian's weekly food, drink, and dining podcast. It's a part of our free podcast series at the Daily Memphian. You can hear the newest episodes of Sound Bites every week on Crosstown's radio station WYXR, Thursdays at 11 a.m. Please catch up with our past episodes with everyone from Chef Kelly English to the team at Hard Times Deli to Gina Neely, Barbecue Queen on Apple or Spotify or dailymemphian.com. But let's get going. We were talking about this a little bit before we started rolling. I don't remember exactly how we met, but I've known y'all for a very long time, like 10, 15 years. Do you remember when we met? Was it I Love Memphis blog times, or was it like Spoon magazine times, or just
I remember it being the
something?
I Love Memphis blog times, because that's about when we started putting out our first cookbook, The Southern Vegetarian, and I think we got to talk about that. But I think we really got to know each other when the Washington Post did a story on our carrot dog, and you really enjoyed, as I did, the reaction of the public to the pros and cons of using a carrot in place of a hot dog. So we really got to know each other defending the carrot dog against the haters.
Against the haters.
Well, we woke up and we didn't even know anything happened because we had worked with Joe Yonan at Washington Post before because he's vegetarian. And he had, when we had a cookbook come out or when he needed a holiday recipe, he would ask us about it. And so we woke up, we're going about our day, and I think you messaged us and said, have you heard about what's going on?
I'm going to call it
the
Carrot Gate.
Yes.
Carrot Gate.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a recipe published where you lovingly prepared a very delicious, like you tell me, this carrot, and you just put it on a bun, and it's sort of a fun.
So what we did.
Yeah, it's sort of a fun replacement, and people got mad.
Yes, it had more, it had, stuff on it. It was like dressed and everything. And I think people took it as like a bun and like a raw carrot.
Right. And
like Bugs Bunny out here.
Yes. Like how could they think this was good? It was roasted. It was grilled.
So you roast it like a roasted red pepper. You char the outside, and then the inside gets soft and sweet, and you pull off the char, and then you dress it up like any other carrot. Throw some vegetarian chili on there, or make it into a Chicago dog, whatever you want. So
we've put purple cabbage slaw on it before.
One of my favorite
so good.
dog toppings.
Yeah.
So our thing is to be able to have a simple dish that allows for everyone to be at the table. So we're not taking away people's hot dogs. We're not taking them out of their hands. We're not castigating anyone for what they're doing. What we're saying is, here's another option that can bring everyone to the table, right? So let's have the carrot dog on the table as well as everything else. We came at this with, and still do, with so much love and trying to bring everyone in. And the way some took it is that we were throwing all the hot dogs away.
You personally,
I was
Justin and Amy came to your house. They have taken your meat.
That's right. We were going to go to their cookout, and they were about to bite into the hot dog, and we were going to slap it out of their hands and put a raw carrot in its place, and think that was going to.
When they blinked, they wouldn't know
they wouldn't
until
even
they
know.
bit down, and they were horrified. Yeah.
I mean, Joe Yonan, who's the former food editor at Washington Post, he stepped down now, but he went to bat for us. It was so amazing. He was taking on every single person he could on Twitter. And I'm like, Joe, you're going to wear yourself out, bud. This is too much. And so it escalated. The New Republic did a think piece about The Promise of America, and The Promise of America's cheap meats.
This escalated quickly. Yeah.
They did a segment on Fox and Friends where they put baby carrots in a bun and they held it up and they're like, see?
I forgot about the Fox and Friends moments.
Yes.
They put a baby carrot in a
was,
bun.
Was it baby carrots or just a raw carrot?
No, it was baby carrots
Okay.
in a like a, one of those cheap white hot dog buns. They were trying to make it look as bad as they possibly could.
Because I'm already like, but wait a minute. What if we had this with like the Hawaiian? Like, we could make this work. Anyways, keep going.
Make it work.
Yeah.
They were being disparaging about it.
I thought it was kind of funny, and some of our friends thought it was just like hilarious. Like, we're relentless about it. They thought it was the funniest thing that ever happened, and so that was interesting. But when it was in Golf magazine on their website, I was like, okay,
we knew
we
we'd made it.
far.
some golfing magazine. I was like, okay, like this has nothing to do.
The PGA
with it.
magazine, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many cookbooks had you all published at that point?
So that was in our second cookbook.
Cookbook, and you had
called
the
The
blog.
Chubby Vegetarian.
Yes, and you had the blog for, like, you had your website.
Blog came out in 2008.
Yeah. Wow.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The golden era of the blog.
The
That's
golden
right.
era.
We were early adopters. We were out there. And just for those who may not be familiar with us, and that's fine. Some people know what we do, and some people don't. But just the sort of quick wrap up. We started this blog in 2008 as a project to work on together. I was already taking food pictures, and we were cooking at home. And so we were just posting pictures of what we made in our home kitchen.
Like so many people were at the time. Yeah.
No recipes, no anything. Just here's some awesome plant-based foods that you could make. I thought people could just look at them and make them. Look at that. You could just put that together.
Yeah.
I remember being like kind of bored, and we always want to do creative things. And so I was like, well, this is a creative thing that we can do. Like, I'm bored. Like, I want to spend my time in an interesting way. And so I think that's how it happened.
That's a good principle we kind of live our lives by. Let's spend our time in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Make something, right? Make something, make anything. If I'm making something, I'm happy.
Yes.
I made my friend a cutting board and brought it over to him yesterday. I just want to make things.
That's amazing.
And so we started with just photos, and people started asking for recipes. So we complied. We wrote down the recipes, and we had a series of good fortunes, I think. Jennifer Chandler, I was working on one of her cookbooks, the grilling cookbook, and she's on the phone with her publisher, and she says, "Oh, well, I have the perfect person for you." And she hands me the phone. And it's her editor. I said, what am I doing? Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
She said, it's my editor. I said, oh, why am I talking to your editor? She said, well, they're thinking about doing a vegetarian cookbook. I was like, and I told them you were perfect. I was like, I'm not ready for this conversation, but okay. So we have the conversation, and we still have to put together a book proposal. Luckily, we had the blog, and we put together a proposal, and we sent it over.
Jennifer teaches us the proper way to write a recipe.
That's
right. We owe
in order
a lot to her. She's such a nice friend, and I think that's, she started all of this, and
she mentored us.
She did, and she's very generous in that. Everyone knows she's very generous in that way, and wants other people to succeed, and wants to share what she knows. And I mean, I credit her with all of that.
We've had a good community surrounding us who've cheered us on, and we're trying to take that energy and bring it to the next generation to help others. We do what we can to help make images for people who may need them in order to get their stuff out there. And it's a visual world, but that's all to say. So we were able to invite our would-be editor to Restaurant Iris. Mm-hmm. We turned Iris into a vegetarian brunch spot for one morning. Kelly English was incredibly nice to invite us to do that. So we were able to invite Jennifer, our editor's name was Jennifer as well, and her husband down from Nashville. They ate our food prepared by Kelly and us in that amazing kitchen. And she says, this is all lining up really well. But have you ever done any media, any television? So I line up morning, like live at 9.
Yes.
And in the meantime, the Food Network calls. And they said, we're coming through with the Great Food Truck Race. Would y'all want to be the judges? Because it's going to be a vegetarian challenge.
I think someone recommended us for that.
I don't even know.
The
call seemed to come out of the blue.
I think it might have been Kelly.
Well, once
really?
one person knows, then the word starts spreading. Yeah. And that show's been around for longer than people think. And
I think we were on season 2 or maybe even season 1. So we do that happened actually pretty quickly.
Well, the twist in Memphis was, I think they take them to have barbecue, talk up the barbecue and everything, and then they tell the teams, you're going to have to do all vegetarian food.
Oh, the classic.
So
they let them shop,
and
then they took away all their proteins, and they had to be creative with vegetables.
Sure.
And they let us be the judges, and on TV, we had to write something for the blog, and then
we got to reveal
the results were released.
Who did the best on our blog, which was really awesome.
It was
fun.
It was really fun. We were interesting participants too, because we're a little bit hard to control. We're going to say, why? Well, why do we have to do that? Well, I want to do this. Yeah. And so that was kind of fun too.
One of the producers said, come on, can't you play ball? I said,
can you? Yeah.
I was like, I need to know what you mean by that.
But it was supposed to be secret, and so we would go, the food trucks were spread all over town, and we'd go try some things. And one of them was my favorite. They were so good. And we would see people that we knew and everything, but the one person who caught on to something's going on. What are y'all doing? What's happening? Was
Margo?
Our sister-in-law. No, it was Bianca.
Bianca.
She was like, I know, so y'all, she was just looking at us. She's like, I know something's up. What are y'all doing? So she picked up on it.
Side-eyeing us.
Yeah.
But
so Bianca Phillips.
Bianca Burks.
Bianca Burks.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is it Bianca Phillips? That makes sense too.
She
with
knew.
her vegan blog, she would be connected as well.
Exactly.
Okay,
but
so
our sister-in-law does not miss a beat. She notices things.
She's like, I see you. But the best part was, the next meeting with the editor, she says, well, did you do some TV? And we were like, oh, yeah, the Food Network. Is that? And she's like, I was like, we did the Food Network. You said do some TV. So we did the Food Network. And she's like, are you kidding? I'm like, no, we got, it was my master plan all along.
Yes.
But just the universe aligning to, I don't know, for no reason at all. But it made me happy to be able to.
Yeah. And it was fun just because we like people to know that Memphis isn't just barbecue.
Well, I was going to say that's what really is the twist, is that not only are you kind of representing your own viewpoint of, plant-forward, plant-based dishes, but you're representing Memphis as well, and people don't expect that.
Right.
So it's great. And they continue, to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, of course. We've had this conversation for years, but people are still learning that. It's not just it's not just barbecue Memphis. We have lots of delicious things to eat, and also people who make food at home, and they make all kinds of food.
Right. We have some excellent home cooks in our family. There's so many good people who can cook in the city. It's just a part of things. And people who move away, they do lament the fact they're the food's just not as good. There's not as many choices. There's not as many people into it. The chefs are so on top of things here, and they notice that when they leave.
What have you seen in sort of the plant-based eating trends in Memphis? Vegetarian, vegan, however you want to phrase it. What have you seen, and how's that changed?
So
since
I've been
you started
since I was 12. So I've seen
You've seen it all.
Yes. We have gone from basically zero choice, salad and French fries, to now at every restaurant there is at least something. Huey's has 3 veggie burgers.
Wow. Yeah.
If you told a 12-year-old me that a burger joint in Memphis, Tennessee would have a vegan and a homemade and a vegetarian plant-based burger option, I would have flipped my lid. There's no way I would even believe you, because we used to take falafel mix when I was a kid, and we'd make burgers out of it because you couldn't get veggie burgers.
Yeah, you couldn't get burgers with like no vowels in it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You had, it was either
No
vowels
chickens.
or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know what falafel was, so we called it falafel. We just read it phonetically.
Oh, that's so classic.
So we made falafel burgers, and you just added water. And so what have we seen change? That there is something at every restaurant for plant-based eaters.
Oh, like for Downtown Dining Week, we tried vegetarian and plant-based options at places we had not been to before. And I mean, that's pretty amazing that there's still more to try. We tried 3 different places during that week.
Hats off to the Black community here that they have embraced the plant-based eating in a way that really makes me happy. I think we all see what the Southern American diet can do to your blood pressure and your body. And so having healthier options, plant-based options is really great for everyone. And you see places like Mahogany Dining downtown at River
Mahogany
Terrace.
River Terrace. They have a vegan menu.
Entire vegan menu.
In addition to their regular menu.
Right.
And I don't know, we called it like, it's a secret vegan menu. It's not so secret. I mean, it's on there.
But it sounds fun
But
when
it was
you
new
say
to
that.
me. Yeah.
And then
it
we
was
just have
great.
Chef Daisha from Shroomlicious and
We
the
love
Artist
her.
Table on
Yes.
the podcast recently.
She's a joy.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was wonderful.
We went to a pop-up at Boycott Coffee one night that
And,
she hosted and made some really, really good food.
Oh,
I love mushrooms too. She does it right.
It was 6 or 8 tables, and her just cooking. It's like being in her living room.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. And she is extremely talented.
Yeah.
She was another one that I was going to mention. We also went to Groovy Gratitude.
We did. That was so fun. That food is so good.
So good.
Oh my
Tons.
gosh.
What did you order?
We
Do you
ordered
remember
everything?
so many things, but everything was good and we had the best time. But the thing that I remember is the pitaya bowl. Best thing that
Pitaya
I've
bowl.
ever had.
They had just what would in someone's hands that wasn't so deft at making vegetables, just a plain vegetable soup. It was so flavorful and so chock full of vegetables. It was absolutely amazing.
And it's not, a fully vegetarian restaurant.
No, they just have lots of
but
options.
they have lots of options too. So we loved getting to try that. And then the last place we went on the last night of Downtown Dining Week, sometimes we tell each other things and we just like sort of forget. So I told Justin, I was like, we've got to go to Gem Dining in the Edge District. We hadn't been before, but I saw there's it was so great. I can't wait to go back. But for their options on their Downtown Dining Week menu, there was at least one vegan or vegetarian option for each of the 3 courses.
It was all vegan. Yeah.
Yeah, you had all vegan stuff. And so we got there and everything, and Justin's like, wait a minute. Oh, this is why you wanted to take me here.
I do forget things.
And it was excellent.
Oh my gosh, they do these rice balls arancinis.
Yes. I've tried them there. Yes.
You've had
with
them.
with
They're so
the
good.
kimchi arancini. Come on. That was ridiculous. And they give you like 5 or
Such
6
a
of
tasty
them.
bite, though.
I'm like,
Yeah.
give me more.
Yes.
I love it.
I love that.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
And then something totally separate is a place that we're really liking the vegetarian food lately is Thor Indian cuisine.
I need to ask him why the Indian place is named after a Norse god, but I am interested to find that out. But their food is so good. So we don't go out to eat a whole ton because we're cooking most of the time.
Yeah. Usually I'm like, Justin, what are you making? Because he always makes a really good dinner.
it's my happy place. Being in the kitchen is like the best. For me, the harder the day, the more I want to get in the kitchen and start cooking. So it's where it's my stress relief. It's, for someone with ADHD, it also is very instant gratification.
Yes.
Right? So you cook it, you get to eat it right then. There's no delay. It's wonderful. But when we do go out to eat, we often lean heavily on Asian food and African food. So we love going out for sushi at places like Pacific Rim, which is a classic and been around for forever.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend Jen works there, and then another Jen. It's like lots of Jennifers
Yes.
coming up. And
But Thor,
it's
right there on Park.
Next
at
to
Get
Pete
Well.
Sam's, kind
Yeah.
of.
And I think I see like a lot of like U of M students going there. So
it's open until midnight or something crazy like that.
And I mean, it's
Nice.
always got people around and everything, and we get takeout from there. And
I need some
it's
new Indian
so good
food recommendations. I'm
We
going
love
to
Mayuri.
branch out.
to Thor.
Mayuri,
Thor is closer. It's just right around the corner from where we live. One of our favorite things, and I think our first sort of interaction with Indian food was at Mayuri when they were in the Admiral Bimbo. Do you remember this?
On Union.
On Union.
I think that was before my time.
Before your
and my
time.
time is long. So
we knew nothing about Indian food, and Krishna took the time to walk us through the menu, and we just kind of blindly ordered. This is, I don't know, decades ago. Mm-hmm. And I remember we ordered the masala dosa.
I was just thinking of the dosa. Mayuri makes a really good dosa.
If you don't know what a masala dosa is, it is a fermented rice crepe. And the masala dosa is stuffed with potatoes and peas and comes with a variety of dipping sauces.
It's bigger than the
coconut.
plate. It's
Yeah.
like 2 times the size of the plate.
It's at least 2 feet long, maybe 2.5 feet long. And you kind of rip into it with your hands and you dip. And it's just...
so satisfying. I love how there's a specific dish that you had, even if it was something like so long ago, but it comes back
Yeah.
in your mind. Like I had this vegan Caesar salad. I just remembered this in New York City like 7 years ago at Scar's Pizza. And they make use a cashew based dressing. And we're going into this little like hole in the wall. It's like a top rated whatever place, and we're getting, everyone's getting pepperoni. But I'm like, I love a Caesar salad. And I just had a feeling because they were like making it by hand. They were making it individual and to order. And it was so good. And the savory, just like, I don't know, was it umami? I don't know. Whatever the flavor that they imparted into that just regular old Caesar salad,
I'm going to guess it was nooch. You
Never.
know what nooch is?
I'm watching your face, and he's like, I have a recipe for you.
I've got
And
it.
he makes a really good vegan Caesar salad that sounds like you would really
Let's
like it.
try it because I just love the sensory memory, and like now I'm remembering other people I was with and everything we were doing that day, and I love those memories. And you got 4 books worth of them over here.
It's your Proust Madeline. You can write, an essay about your vegan Caesar salad and the memories that it evokes.
Let me see if we have it. Now I'm curious.
Essays. Do they let us write essays anymore?
Yes.
Do they let us write
It's short.
blogs
Yes.
anymore?
Short
You can do it.
Yeah, very, very short. 120 characters. Okay. Y'all recently were so kind to share a recipe with a Daily Memphian through Jennifer Chandler, our friend and your friend, for a egg roll salad. And I was like, what is this? I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical. And then I started reading it, and I was imagining it. I was imagining all the textures, and I was like, okay, yeah. Actually,
I invite your
this
skepticism.
makes... Yeah.
Bring me your skepticism.
I know you can handle it. But like once I like really read it, I haven't made it yet because this just came out a couple of weeks ago, but I'm going to, and because it just looked so good. So people should go find that recipe. We appreciate you sharing with us. You've got the, your first one is the Southern.
Southern vegetarian.
And then you have the chubby vegetarian.
Chubby vegetarian.
And then did you do cooking for two after that?
And then low carb.
Okay. So I have Southern and cooking for two at my house. And those are really fun. Those are great. Which one was your favorite? Least favorite?
We still cook out of the books,
of course,
because I'm like, oh, let's make that thing. And Justin has a good memory of like, oh, that is in this book.
But I never make it exactly like is in the book.
That's
I never,
true.
much to her chagrin. Much to her chagrin, I never make anything the same way exactly twice. The recipes in the book, that's how I made it that night, and I wrote it down.
It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, it's like it's an outline. If you follow it, you will get exactly what we promise. But also, I invite people to change the recipe, and I invite people to add things and substitute things. I think one of the things about learning how to cook is that you can. If you need something spicy and you don't have a hot sauce, well, you can use crushed red pepper.
Yes.
If you need something acidic and it calls for vinegar and you're out, but you have a lemon, swap it.
Yeah.
These things
it's not that precious.
It's not that precious. It's all interchangeable.
Right now.
And if you want a quick guide to our book, the Southern Vegetarian we're both from Mississippi. She's from Jackson. I'm from Greenwood. We grew up in Germantown and in Memphis. The Southern Vegetarian is us looking in. This is our roots. This is the way we ate growing up. And the food traditions of the South turned on their heads in a way that we're using. We have one trick, and that one trick is to find a vegetable that fits in place of the non-vegetable product. So artichoke hearts in place of peel and manedum shrimp, right? So they look like little shrimp. We use them in a shrimp boil, that kind of thing.
I loved our editor for that book too, because we could have some wild ideas sometimes, and she was the best. I loved her, but she would call us out too, because she'd be like, "Y'all, I don't know if this can go in there, because just because you say it's Southern doesn't mean it's Southern.
Just because you put Southern in the title doesn't mean it's a Southern."
So sometimes you need that editor to say, "Hey."
I loved her.
We
she kept us.
Things,
she kept us in check, but she would argue it out with us. I thought she was amazing. She really cared about it.
She really did. She was amazing. So that first book, Southern Vegetarian, is us looking inward. The Chubby Vegetarian is us looking outward. So we are getting help from our friends who come from different food traditions and trying to understand and translate those food traditions in a way that we translate all dishes.
And amazingly, very generously, inviting us into their kitchens, showing us how to make things, writing down recipes for us to, base what we wanted to do. And like that was a really fun book to write because of that.
Yeah. And I agree. I mean, it was such a learning experience, and, it all came from love and respect and trying to expand our understanding of food, and to help other people also understand different food traditions. And
then low carb vegetarian, the biggest challenge.
Boy.
So that kind of answers my question, I think, of which one was the biggest challenge.
We were like, we could do this, but we had the help of 901 Nutrition. Those ladies are wonderful. They helped us with so much. And Carolyn Nichols from Church Health Center. She helped us too.
So we were tapped to write this book. This wasn't by the publisher. They wanted us to write a low carb vegetarian book. They said, well, there's not one out there. And we was like, low carb? What are you what, no potatoes, no bread? Easy. And so once we start getting into what low carb actually means,
I'm shaking my head.
It was so much more difficult than we thought. So basically, if you like
make it
and it's delicious,
taste good,
it has
right?
Yeah.
Figs loaded with carbs, like anything that's sweet or has like a good texture.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to make it like taste good. And I think we did, with a lot of help and recommendations from people. We really made it like taste delicious.
Yeah, there's some really cool recipes in there. Jicama home fries. I mean,
kohlrabi. I think we did some stuff with kohlrabi. I mean, there's all these vegetables that we
wore
branched out.
We wore out some cauliflower.
Oh yeah.
But that's like a really good kind of restart, New Year's.
It's good for the new year.
Book.
Yeah,
it really
absolutely.
is.
Well, that's
and if you want to understand
trend.
something about carbs, we give you a pretty good primer at the beginning.
And I think, Jennifer, let's see, the warm egg roll salad is in our most recent book, Vegetarian Cooking for Two. And so I think
I got them flipped around then. Yeah, that's right.
It is, because I found it's right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jennifer was like, okay, Jennifer Chandler said, I need a recipe that, has, vegetables in it for the new year, for people who want to try to eat more vegetables. And so that is in Vegetarian Cooking for Two, but we kind of tweaked it for our recipe.
Yeah, added a little bit
for the Daily
more
Memphian.
Flavor and just because, like I said, we can't
Have a
make
little fun
anything
with
the
it.
same
Yeah.
way twice. We just have to change it up.
But Jennifer's has had an interest for a while in vegetarian food and wants to learn about it. And, I think that's been really fun to talk with her about it.
It has. And one thing we have learned through the writing of 4 books is that people appreciate simplicity.
Yes.
So, yes, all heads are nodding here in the studio.
Yes.
So in our first book, we make every sauce. We start from scratch with every bean, every dressing, because
every leaf on every tree.
Everything.
Yes.
It's like, go harvest, climb the mountain and harvest the saffron from, the flower. We recognize that not everybody wants to or has time to do that. So our recipe writing has gotten simpler, and we want it to be more accessible for people. And so the warm egg roll salad is one of those things. Making egg rolls at home is a process.
That's an endeavor.
Right.
Yeah.
You're making
an adventure even.
An adventure. You want to have a lot of people because you can't make 6 egg rolls. You got to make a couple dozen at least. So what we did is we just figured out, well, why wrap it up, right? So let's take all the flavors that we all love in the egg roll and just leave it unwrapped. Throw it on a plate and have a little bit of that crisp texture from some nuts or from we use almonds, and we use some tortilla strips for that texture, and a little mustard, a little maple. Yum. It's delicious. And we do the same thing with sushi.
Yes.
We do a sushi bowl. And we do the same thing with spring rolls.
You're really onto something.
All depending on our lazy level.
We're tired.
How lazy or industrious we're feeling. I've prepped everything for sushi, ready to roll it up, and just going, whatever.
Put it in a bowl.
Let's just throw it in a bowl and get on with it.
Well, it all sounds so delicious. It's around lunchtime here as we're recording. I think this is the perfect note. We have so much to talk about that we are going to go ahead and have a second part to this episode. So that's all the time we have for today. In part 2, we're going to talk about what I'm calling the 3 kitchen problem, which is maybe not as much of a problem as it sounds like. We're going to talk about gardening because I really need to talk to you, Amy, and help me with my herb garden. I'm lost. We're going to talk about food photography, which is such a huge part of your guys' work. And maybe you can pass on some tips for some of us non-professionals who are trying to make our dinners look delicious. And we're also going to talk about what you're really passionate and focusing on right now with your work for the community fridges and what you're calling Feeding Our Friends, which I think is a really great note to go out on. So be sure you listen to Sound Bites on WYXR Radio Thursdays at 11 or wherever else you get your podcast. Thank y'all for being here, and stay tuned for part 2, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.